got the jack stand in there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You were making me nervous.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Go ahead, start it up and let it run for about 7 seconds and then shut it back off. Trailblazer with the 4.2 inline 6. This goes for Envoys and Rainiers and all kinds of vehicles. But anyway, notice it's green down in there in the cut marks. And if you look around the edge, if this thing will focus, you see where it's all mauled up. And on the, somebody's been here and they just tore up some stuff. Somebody's put that water pump in before and it's incorrect installation. I don't know exactly what they got going on there. But yeah. And this thing, they chewed it up. Unfortunate, I got this thing off there, but you can see where it's cut. They took a grinder to it or something. I don't know what they done. Yeah, they cut it off of another one. Mauled them threads up a little bit. I hope it goes in on the new one easy. I'll clean those threads up, son. I got the great big taps and dies for stuff like that and whatnot. Clean those threads up. But yeah, just trying to see where this thing is leaking out. All kinds of fluid coming out of this thing. Oh, and this tensioner is bad for this. That thing don't move but maybe a quarter of an inch, just a little so I'm gonna throw them on one of them things. That thing probably spring apart taking it off there. See how it's tore up. Man, that thing sounds crunchy. Yeah. And this one, it don't. There it goes. If I can get it. It don't spin freely. But yeah, it's getting a new tensioner anyway. I gotta figure out where the oil leak is at on this thing also. Alright, there's the water pump out, and you can see pretty clearly where she's coming out at. Actual weep hole let go early, I believe. I don't know. It's actually leaking from the sill back in there too. I can see it. I don't know if I can get any good video of it down in there, but yeah, not just a weep hole, but the sill behind the pulley. Alright, back at it. Waiting on the guy to show up with one of those doohickeys. I see what else went on too, interestingly enough. I caught it on the back of this orange gasket, but I see it clearly now. They didn't clean up the old gasket off there either. And that's where it's leaking out on the side there, the green stains from the side. That's crazy. What the hell? Yeah, so I looked over and I seen this battery. I sold this battery to him long time ago, right there. Within 2 or 3 months of that date, so 6, 7, 8 of 22. How that come about was because the key wouldn't come out of the ignition, and there's a couple different fuses which could do that. Actually, it lists one a lot of times back here, that one that's marked white, but that's a starter fuse. It kept popping, and that's, like I said, there's a couple things that cause a key come out of the ignition, but that was one of them. That starter fuse kept popping every once in a while, and that's due to crummy design. You might not be able to see it, but I had to go through some like intense process because they had a starter already there, and they wanted me to put the starter on because that was it. That wasn't it. Put the starter on there. See that little purple wire? Well, it comes up through the wiring harness. Anyway, you can't even see it get to it, but right down there is a rubber hose where I repaired the wire, and then I put that rubber hose with that little zip tie on there and insulated it, because it was shorting out on this bracket underneath the CCM. I've done a couple of them. There you can see where it's, let me get in there some. Yeah, it's still yet like trying to cut through, but I put that great big thick rubber hose on there to keep it from happening again. And there's no way of getting around it with that bracket there. You just can't move that wiring off of there. See how they come up and go into the computer? Alright, this is a video on that starter wire. It's on my YouTube.
Right there.
That's before I did the repair.
Now to ground. So I gotta do the repair now.
Alright, ready to put her back together. Got the bolts all wire brushed and cleaned up. I don't know why they had all kinds of gunk on them, and you know, had to clean out, tap the threads. They just the awfulest gunk. I don't know. Let's get it together good.